Hello, I have been hearing about kits from this company called Chronos, located in Russia. They're 1/30th scale horses, but they also have other types of figures. I ordered one, and it took a couple weeks to get here. This particular horse is number 17. The pieces are very detailed. There's a lot of nice features, the feathers on the hooves, the tail. So to assemble them, you have to glue them together, and I use baking soda and super glue as my preferred method. With the super glue, you just apply it to one side of the model and then press it together and wait 20 to 30 seconds. I've noticed that when I use baking soda with super glue, it both acts as a filler and it helps the glue to set faster, and it becomes very indestructible. You want to look over your pieces before you glue them all together, in case there's any areas you want to sand or prep before it gets to a position where it might be hard to reach. The horse has a really nice tight fit. There's not a lot of gap there. These parts are really neat because they snap off easily. You don't actually need any additional tools unless you want to do some sanding. Check the fit again before you glue it. Make sure there's no burrs you need to sand off. I'm applying glue to one side of the horse and fitting the other part on and holding for 20 to 30 seconds. Head fits in really nice. Get it secure, and then you can add your soda. It's acting as a nice filler in this case. This was a really easy to put together horse. They have a lot of options, lots of different breeds. All the sculptures are really nice. They look very correct. This horse is approximately stablemate scale. They advertise it as being 1/30th scale. You want to check the fit. Make sure there aren't any burrs on this particular piece. There was a bit of a burr, extra plastic up there that I didn't want, preventing the tail from being flush with the model when I glued it in. This material is pretty easy to work with. It sands easily. It does kind of leave some marks, which I'll have to clean up later on. Ordering from Chronos was a little different. When you put the horse in your cart and you click checkout, they actually will email you an invoice from PayPal, and you pay that way. You don't actually enter any of your payment information on the screen on their website. I'm tapping him to get some of that excess soda off. After I shot this video, I went back and removed the pegs under his hooves with nippers, and he still stands quite nicely. Lots of great detail. Lots of individual hairs on the tail and the feathers. He has a roached mane. He's got veining under his belly. He'll be a nice addition to my collection once I get him prepped and painted. Coming up next, further prepping and painting your Chronos miniature. Now he's ready for more prepping. I will be using some epoxy and sanding to really smooth those seam lines before I paint him. Happy customizing!